name is Robert Sarazin Blake. Mein Freund als Deacon. I gave all my kisses in a poem, babe. Home, babe. Home. The ones you said you were missing, babe.
Was haben wir denn noch?
Home, babe. Home. There was no start, there was no middle. There was no middle. There was no end. Just an old man sawing on his fiddle, babe. In the home, babe, that I made. Someday, I'm gonna kiss your face, babe. Someday, I'm gonna kiss your face. I will try and compensate, babe, for all the lines I made. For I gave all my kisses in a poem, babe. In home, babe, in home. The ones you said you were missing, babe. In home, babe, in home. Thank you very much. We come from the most northwest corner of the most northwest city of the most northwest state in the lower 48 states of the United States. You know, two states aren't even in the continental United States. Alaska and Hawaii are sort of just these surrogate states. That's why we call the continental U.S. the lower 48. We're way up there in the corner. We're kissing Canada. We're barely even citizens of the United States. We're almost Canadian where we live there. And the thing about it is that we were worried. Like we're gonna be so far away from home. We're gonna leave a place where it's very gray and very rainy in the winter months. And we're gonna go halfway across the world to a foreign place, and we might be very, very uncomfortable. This might be difficult for us, but we've arrived here in the most northwest corner of Germany, where it's very gray and rainy. So you've made us feel very comfortable. Once again, driving north on my own, Vermont, of course. I saw a sign, I went in, oh, it's open, had to grin. piece of pie, all the old Christmas night, on my own in the coffee week. Gas is cheap at this diner, on the road exchanging looks with a girl, nothing more, not my world, drifting off to conversations, other people's situations. An old friend comes to mind, think to myself, so much time between us. Through the years, summer stoppers, Christmas beers, and the bodies moved, hearts and minds to other people. We're entwined, we're entwined. The letters sent, spirits tossed. Some are kept, some are lost. Through the salt, through the sea, through the sound, and up the stream, where the salmon run when they can, just to die. Like the man who runs away, runs along trying to find the fallen sun, and the night is great. It elevates to a higher place, and then it's gone. The bodies float down the stream to the bottom of the sea with the sailors, and the ships could not return. They were missed, they were missed. Bills he can't pay. Wishes he could tell his boss to suck it. But his kid wants to play soccer. Can't stand his kid's mother. Adds $100 to the monthly check. Makes a pot of coffee. His new apartment's a wreck. He blew off college for years. Blew off the debt collector, blew off his friends, blew off his mother. Sobriety brought a clearer view, now he's fixing that hole in the bucket on the other end of fuck. The morning cough scares off the new boyfriend home from the bar. When she was in her 20s, stay up on the porch swearing at cars. gas station wine, rose and merlot. You light the next one with the last one's bud. The neighbors say, hey!
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 Yeah!
The neighbors say, hey!
Hey!
You gotta turn that. Well, she be blasting Bobby D. Then Bobby Brown. Beauty stares back at you in the mirror. It's hard to believe there'll be a day when it leaves you. And in the morning, you'll have to hack it on the other end. Fuck. Follow your dreams, and the money it will follow. Well, that's pretty good advice. If from your mom you can borrow. Respect to the author. You know that the barman will buy him a beer. The college kids say, hey!
Hey!
The college kids say, hey!
Hey!
Who's that old guy over there? Always standing by the bar when the after party splits. Shoots the breeze and the sails start to lift. But out on the sidewalk, something slips. Punched in the face, somebody hands him a spliff. He's living on the other end. Fuck. And it felt so good coming out of the mouth. Freedom ain't nothing, it ain't free. Fist in the air, shaking in the wind. You were Marlon Brando, I was pretty in pink. His dad had been in. He was pissed about 9/11. He wanted to get back. And he wanted to get even. His grades were pretty good. Wasn't gonna be eating sand. Remote control. From Nevada to Afghanistan. Goes to work at 9. And he's home by 7. Homework with the kids, in bed by 11. But the nightmares come to his suburban setting. The drone was dead on, but it took out a wedding. When the blame comes, we all try and duck it, living on the other end. Fuck. It's getting hot. Science is telling us for years. But the church has got a patent on selling fear. Kyoto Green dreaming. USA wouldn't sign it. The Chelsea's underwater, snow tonight. Wrapping in plastic, drinking out of a paper cup. Drinking water, go on, take a dump. We're all lining up to pump in the habit, as if it's never, ever, 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 ever gonna be the other end. Fuck. The other end of fucking. And it felt so good coming out of the mouth. Freedom ain't nothing, but it ain't free. Fist in the air, shaking in the wind. You were Marlon Brando, I was pretty in pink.
That's my big friend, Robert Sarazin, please. Oh, we're feeling good tonight. We're feeling good and running.
Thomas has been here before. He said it is a beautiful, beautiful coastal town about 90 km from the coast. I thought that's a little different. It's a little different. It's a little different. But what we do is we travel around and play concerts to small groups of people in small rooms. And tonight the small room is here in this theater, the Shakespeare Theater, and you are the small group. You've assembled here. You knew how to come because Astrid and Heiko have been working very hard with Songs and Whispers to let you all know that something is happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear, and you're showing up to figure out what exactly is going on right here. We're so glad you showed up. I had a gig in the city of Detroit. Have you all been to Detroit? You know about Detroit. Yeah, that's where they made all the cars and the Motown music in the 50s. Now they don't make anything in Detroit. Detroit is this huge area, and it's mostly empty. There's whole entire city blocks with maybe one house, and that one house has boarded up windows. It's an amazing urban decay in Detroit, but yet there is life there, because wherever there is cheap housing, there will be art. And so people have moved to Detroit, and there's all these artists living in Detroit doing interesting things in Detroit. I had a gig in the city of Detroit. This is before GPS. This is before mobile phone. This is when we simply relied on the road signs to take us where we wanted to go. We have spent so much money as collectives, as people, to put up road signs, and now we act as though we never did that. And we spend even more money on a little device that's going to tell us where to go. The signs are on the road. And the signs on the road led me into Detroit, into downtown Detroit. And I was looking for a bar called Jacoby's. That's where my gig was, at this bar called Jacoby's. And just like if you're looking for a tennis court, you just look for someone who's carrying a tennis racket, and you ask them where the tennis court is. If you're looking for a bar, you just look for a drunk person on the street, and you say, I'm trying to find this bar called Jacoby's. And I found a drunk person on the street. They're easy to find. And he said, I don't know where he said, I don't know where Jacoby's in, but there's a bar right over there. I said, I'll go there. I walked into this bar. I said, I'm looking for a bar called Jacoby's. They said, yeah, we know where that bar is, but do you want to have a beer here first? Yeah. So why not? You know, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There were about 9 construction workers drinking and 2 young women serving drinks. Now, in the States, it is the custom to, after each drink, tip. You tip with a dollar bill, you know, that's a custom. But at this bar, the construction workers were not tipping with dollar bills, they were tipping with shots of Jameson. So every time they bought a drink for themselves, they bought a drink for the bartender, and the bartenders were having to shot of Jameson, and everyone was starting to really have a pretty good time that afternoon, you know. And at one point, one of the women serving drinks, she undoes her trousers and pulls them down, and there's the word Detroit. We looked at that word Detroit, and she said, that way if I die on vacation, they'll know where to send my ass home. I'm not trying to brag about the kind of fun we were having that afternoon. You know, I'm just trying to let you know it was a really good time. It was a really good time. We were enjoying ourselves in the city of Detroit. But soon it came time for us to go to the gig, and we found the gig at the bar called Jacoby's. And this was an unusual scene because the downstairs scene was a disco sort of scene with top 40 music blaring and young people dancing and talking. And the upstairs scene was a punk rock bar where the punk rock bands were blasting tattoos everywhere you can imagine a tattoo being. And everybody under the same roof. It's so cold in the city of Detroit in the wintertime. People are happy to be together. And it was sort of a socialist utopia where all these different sorts of people were under the same roof getting along. And as long as the punk rock went down and the top 40 discotheque went up, there was balance. But when the folk singer got upstairs and played between the punk bands and came to the quiet part of the song, the quiet line in the song that pulls the song together and the song that pulls the set together, that's when the discotheque music came crawling up from down below, and Pour Some Sugar on Me or Oops, I Did It Again came over swallowed over whatever the folk singer was trying to do. I'm just trying to tell you it was not a lot of fun at that bar. So we went back to the bar where women were removing clothing at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And this is the story of the rest of the night. The night nearly done and the bar nearly empty. The crowd's come and gone. The bar staff gets friendly. Shots behind counters. Porters need me, the curtains are drawn. It's coming up on 3. The man at piano bangs mercy, mercy. He's somebody's friend, or else he ought to be. Around this hour, it all gets foggy. We won't see much clearly soon in our memory. But the racket is good and everyone's laughing. There's someone by the piano man dancing, the girl in dark hair, always enchanting. I don't know her name. Maybe it's Nancy. Sean says, could you play Nat King Cole? Kicks on 66 is all that he knows. We sing along, blurring the town's names outside the snow, for places the rain. Detroit. Bundles to go, you know the barmaid's done cleaning, we must move on. She needs new scenery, too cold for the lawn. Now we're off to a gallery, someone knows someone, and it's something like family. On the record is the band, I think it's Tortoise. Watch the paintings, the sculptures, the portraits. Barmaid rolls joints and they're passed around. She's off of work, now we're going to town. But there's a plug-in heater, and the last of some whiskey, it brightens the tongue. Warms cold cheeks outside for a cigarette. Now we're kissing like you do when it's new, and you don't mind if something's missing. But Detroit, back inside, the party is fading, the record is skipping. Somebody's snoring, one mattress, two blankets, six of us share it. Somebody go push the heater near it. Now the room with the window is starting to get bright. If we don't go in there, it'll still be night. Someone walks in, starts to paint and shout. We ask him for beer, and he kicks us out. With his
Wie sagt man Black auf Deutsch? Schwarz. Schwarzbier. Ja? Schwarzbier ist gut. I've found the German people to be very patient with my very modest German language skills. Dankeschön. In your new life, I hope that you will be free from the demons that ravage you. And you will love me. In my new life, I hope that I will do the things I thought I could. 'Cause I was loving you. In your new life, don't forget your old stories. Don't let them get you heavy. Just let them be. In my new life, I won't walk with regret, wondering what we'd be if I'd never left. If I'd never left. If I'd never left. In your new life, I hope you will be kind to those who are kind to you. Don't act as though it was all meant for you. In your new life, I hope you will be gentle with your body and your mind. Take it easy in time, not like it was when you were mine. Harshness all the time. My new life, I hope I am more patient than I was when I was with you. Open the window, let the trouble blow through. 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 When my sister joined the army, there was little I could say. I'd made my point clear. Many times along the way I let her have it at Christmas, and once on her birthday. When my sister joined the army, there was little I could say. When my sister joined the army, my mother's heart it fell down to the bottom of a dark ancient well. Hard to watch your firstborn go sign up for hell. When my sister joined the army, my mother's heart it fell. My sister's father was an Air Force man. He flew in Vietnam, aircraft carrier, napalm ball. My sister never knew her father. He died when she was young, before she joined the army. And when my sister joined the army, it was 2005. The mission had not been accomplished. The president had lied, somebody had millions, somebody's sister died. When my sister joined the army in 2005, to help your neighbor is a beautiful thing. To serve your country, let the choir sing. But it's best to know who you're serving before you take the gun. When my sister joined the army, there was little I could say. I'd made my point clear many times along the way. When my sister joined the army, my mother's heart it fell down to the bottom of the dark ancient well. Yes. No. No. Yes. I didn't. I didn't call you. I didn't call you. Yes, I told you I would call you. No, I didn't call you. I didn't call you. I didn't call you from Bremen. I didn't call you. I was gonna call you. Yeah. Yes, the phone was charged. The phone was charged. Yes, there was service. Yes, we worked it out. The SIM card had been exchanged. The international rates had been situated. It was the time zones had been accounted for. I told you I would call you. I didn't call you. I was going to call you. I didn't call you. It was raining. It looked like home. You're riding the train around northwestern Germany, and looking out the window, it looked a lot like home because all we saw were the gray clouds and the rain coming down, and we were living in this seaport town about 90k from the sea. Maybe not 90k, maybe only 30k. A certain number of k's. When you grow up not knowing exactly what a k is, it's hard to keep track of how many k's. The k's seem to accumulate so quickly, but then they disappear so quickly when you're going down the road when you're used to m's. And I was getting confused between the k's and the m's, and I didn't call you. I was going to call you. I didn't call you. I was going to call you because I was playing in this small town. The name has now already slipped my mind. It was north of here. We're pretty north now, but you can go a little bit further north before you hit the water, before you hit Denmark. And I was playing in this little town, and I saw somebody pouring something from a shot glass into a glass of beer. I said, "Was machst du?" What's going on? And it was explained to me that in certain small towns in the northern part of Germany, people pour schnapps into pints of beer.
Yeah.
You know this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know this, so I was confused by this. I said I must try it. I must figure out what's going on, and I tried quite a few, and so I didn't call you. I was gonna call you. We were on the train. We came down from Copenhagen on the train, and jet lag does things to your body and your digestion that are hard to understand and not really something that needs to be explained, but they do something to your perception. And we were on a train, and in a language that I did not understand, it was made clear to me that I had to remove myself from the train, and I removed myself from the train, and I had to walk up a couple flights of stairs. And it's just like when you have to go to a country and drive a car where the car is being driven on the opposite side of the road that you're used to. You think, how can I possibly do this? But you just follow the cars in front of you, and it seems to go okay. And in that same sense, I was walking up these staircases up to this upper level, and I just followed the people in front of me, and I said to Thomas, "What, are we on a boat now?" I was joking. And then I said, "We are on a boat now." I was on a train that went onto a boat. I was on a train that went onto a boat. Right? So I didn't call you. I was on a train that went on a boat. I found that shocking. I found that confusing. Plus, I had a little motion sickness up there. Even though it was a very steady boat, a little motion sickness. Because you go from one type of motion to another type of motion, and I didn't call you. I was going to call you. I didn't call you because it's gone too far, actually. The whole thing has gone too far. It's got to the point where you're sitting with someone in a cafe, or maybe in someone's sitting room. You're sitting in a sitting room. Now you must, is there a German equivalent of such a silly saying? A sitting room. What's the translation of sitting room? Yeah? What's the word for sit? Sitzen. Sitzenzimmer. See? It's funny. That's what I'm talking about. You'll be sitting in someone's Sitzenzimmer, and they'll do this. What? What? Sorry. Entschuldigung. It's gone too far.
When the little machine in your hand, little computer in your hand is more important than the flesh and blood that's sitting across from you at the table, there's a problem. And it's gone too far. And somebody had to do something at some point. I took a cue from Michael Jackson, who took a cue from the man in the mirror. If you want change, be the change. That was a one-man demonstration against the overuse of mobile communication. Somebody had to do something, and I decided to do something right now. I was trying to be here now. I was trying to be here now. Either way, I was trying to be where I was. And so I didn't call you. I didn't call you. I made plans to write a letter. I wrote a postcard. I put the postcard in the mail. But I didn't call you. I told you I'd call you. I didn't call you. I didn't call you because as they tell the students at the junior high school, in Bremen Junior High, Bremen Gymnasium, they say, young Bremen students, they say, are there dances at German schools? Like for teenagers? Not really? Okay, imagination. Okay, imagination, just work with me here. In the States, the high schools, the gymnasiums sponsor dances for the children to meet each other and hang in a casual way. So let's just work with me. Imagine the same thing happens here. And they say, students, Bremen Gymnasium students, that this Saturday there'll be a dance. You'll be dancing with each other, the men and the women dancing together. Remember, students, sometimes you can touch each other more when you don't touch at all. So sometimes you can say more when you don't. So I didn't call you because sometimes it's better to just let the saxophone play. Take what you got, and it turns into a memory. But memory's all you got. You keep it like family and go to another place, like an island or a century, where the leaves stay red and the morning don't come early. Where I am waiting, it's true. Where I am waiting for you. You take what you need, the past and time will turn to seed, all water and all weed, all my growing garden, when the fruit it blooms, all pickle and preserve, and when you return, I will offer you my burden, saying I've been waiting, it's true. Oh, I've been waiting for you.
return with another in your hand if the green turns black. If the dirt shifts to sand, we'll return to the earth, sweet fruit, decay, and 3 dried tongues, one love note saying. And I was waiting, it's true. Oh, I was waiting for you.
Thank you so much for being part of our lives. A pleasure to have you in the audience tonight. This is a mailing list. If you sign up on this, I'll send you an email about when I'm back in your town again. Start this here. Back at the table there by the door, we have 3 different CDs, and we come from the most northwest corner of the most northwest city, of the most northwest state in the lower 48. And we do not want to bring the CDs back home with us. We hope you want to bring them home with you. Leave you with a quiet one here. I was dying on the Cape, Chapina, coat all in blue, for the company was the finest, but I was lost in the blues of you, in the Abbey, in Seattle. Heard her sing her song, oh, the twisted lines, the space between the rhymes, brought me back to the blues of you. Coastal mountains, oyster dome, tall ships off below,
the sky slipped around a golden hue. I was lost in the blues of you. Thought I shook it, moved so fast. I was sure you were gone. Until I turned around, saw you been there all along. Bus to Belfast brought a dam and a stranger's arms again, on stage and in solitude, in the blues of you, on stage and in solitude, in the blues of you. Thank you, James. That's nice of you, especially early in the week. People have to wake up early and such. We'll do another quick one. Thank you so much. And a big round of applause for everyone at Songs and Whispers. Marika and Astrid and all the other people who are not here tonight. Round of applause for Songs and Whispers. This one goes out to anybody today who had a bad day. You can't have a good day if you don't have a bad day every now and then. I have a friend in New York. I said, John, you sure are a very positive guy. He said, yeah, I try to keep it positive, pause. You don't forget to say it like that. It's pretty funny, but you know, sometimes even those who keep it positive, pause, have a bad day. Thank you so much. You make us feeling at home here. We're enjoying ourselves with the Schwartz beer. The little disappointments we swallow, most often we choose to ignore them. Obligations we employ to keep us moving. The little disappointments we swallow, they get bigger put together. No children, no books, never left, never stayed. Our lives in our minds that look so good one time, or our lives that would lead that look nothing like it. The little disappointments we swallow, it's better not to eat and drink when all that remains is an embarrassed old scheme from the Cape of Good Hope to a meadow in Mallow. We walk every day in the enveloping shadow of the little disappointments we swallow. Most often it flows, the days come and go, we make plans and execute. We look forward and smile, jog and log miles, keep our eyes on the road. Wake up, we beat the crows, we keep our chins up high, keep the cups washed and dry. weight lurks in corners, occasionally finds us. The weight, 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 the weight of a little disappointment. They get bitter in our bellies. Give us aches and pains, they get mixed up with our memories. They make us want to stop eating, or at least stop believing. Like a little disappointments we swallow, or something our bodies can handle. Little disappointments we swallow together like the birds running south. They get up, they fall on us, they suck the air from our dry mouths. Our feet for the weight of our bodies, our clothes to the weight of the air. Those stories we've been avoiding, pretending are not there. The little disappointments we swallow, the lies we keep to ourselves. Bodies laid unsatisfied, television on the book, shelves of water in the air. I'm by mountains still there. I have a crooked formation, born a man, earth nation, lost limbs, reputations, unknown constellations. All of Israel's invasion, all of Israel's invasions, all of Israel's invasions. The little disappointments we swallow. Love and all the paths you do not follow. You've got to learn how to love all of the little disappointments we swallow. Thank you so much, everyone.
Vielleicht brauchen wir das auch nicht, doch brauchen wir. Ja? Hast du das aussprechen? Ich gehe nochmal auf Toilette. Erstmal.
Vom Schnitt her ist es auch so, ich glaube, es ist total symmetrisch auf beiden Seiten. Ich glaube, in diesem T-Shirt ist er nicht ganz symmetrisch. Ja, aber den gibt es genauso. Das ist für Leute gedacht, die so da hinten genauso so einen kleinen Huckel haben, die so eine Brustkorb ist. Okay, du musst es halt ausfassen, dann kannst du die mit draufsetzen. hier.